Hello, Blood Bowl Grud here. I'm coming to you from the Grud Cave. It's been a little while, had a few technical hitches with trying to get these videos saved and everything syncing. Apparently you just need to plug your camera into the back of your PC. So thank you for joining me again. Now, what we're going to be doing is playing a Khemri match. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn off those little voices in my head. Sarcastic comments about new balls, please, we'll get rid of. This is actually a very similar match I'll be playing in a little while. For some strange reason I've decided to play Khemri, but I'll go into that in more depth in a bit. And my next match is against NilByMouth, who is somebody that I very rarely beat, and he's playing Skaven in the league. So I thought, yep, I do have my lovely cup of tea, that what I would do is have a quick match, just 2-minute turns, get my head around Khemri again because it's been a little while since I've played them. The league that I'm playing in, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. I have lost 2, won 1, and I think in 3 matches I've killed 6 and injured. Better turn my notifications off. So I think I've killed 6 and injured in the 3 matches about 15. So it is brutal. So we're against the Noxious Nibblers, which is an AI Skaven team. We're on 2-minute turns, as I said, and this is a run through of what I'll be doing later on this week against a coach called NilByMouth. I've only beaten him the once. We've played probably about 6-7 times. He is extremely strategic and very excellent at the whole Blood Bowl thing. And the only time I did beat him, he won the league, and therefore the following league he was playing Kislev. I still take it as a victory though. So let's wait and see who wins this toss. Let's have a look. Right, I will receive. The rules of the league that I'm in is that you can have 6, well, the actual rules are you can have 5 single skill ups and a double, but I decided to be not as subtle as I could have been and to simply have 6 mighty blows. So not surprisingly, the Blitz are ours and the mummies have all got mighty blow, and that is why I appear to be murdering everybody. Not winning, just killing. So I think that will do. Of course, the challenge with Khemri is simply picking up the ball. As you can see. So, first things first, I think we'll move a player there before we attempt to pick anything up. And let's try a... We'll move out wide. See whether we can prevent them from being tempted from running in. We will do some blocking. Now the tactics will follow because of how slow they are. The tactics with the Khemri team are essentially batter everybody. and hope that they run out of players. They've only got one sub, so this could get quite interesting. I think I'll move him up so we get the 2 dice block. He does have Mighty Blow. There we go. He's got a block as well. And then he's picked it up. That's quite stunningly good. So I'll move him up. For any of you that have played Khemri or Tomb Kings in the past, it is quite unusual to simply pick up the ball. That is one of the big challenges with Khemri. We'll leave the blitzer without moving, just to cover the throw Ra, and we'll see how things go. I'd forgotten, I'd been playing Blood Bowl 3, and the AI in Blood Bowl 3 is quite on the money. Unfortunately, the AI in Blood Bowl 2 does quite often just like to sit there not doing an amazing amount. So we will have to wait and see how it does. It's being a bit more proactive now. It's got those gutter runners, and my mummies would love to get a piece of them, because of course with them being strength 2 and the mummies being strength 5, if we can lay a hand on them, that would be amazing. But he's moving them out of harm's reach. Right, so let's attempt to make a bit of space down one of the flanks. Khemri are a very, very slow, very, very low agility team. So there's not really going to be such a thing as a quick break down one of the flanks, but you never know. We'll follow up, keep those tackle zones going. He can now go there. We will attempt to block here. Who do we have? We do have a few spare skeletons at the back. So we do have Hulk Hogan. Who else do we have? We've got the model Rick Martel as well. So we'll move him across. We'll slip the blitz around the side. Of course, the slightly terrifying thing about Skaven is their speed. It's a 1300 point Skaven team. It's an AI selected team. So we do have a sprinting gutter runner, a blodging gutter runner, a two-headed gutter runner, and a wrestle runner. And then, a storm vermin with mighty blow, and a storm vermin with horns. All slightly worrying, these level ups. And completely surrounding that mummy is quite worrying as well. Let's have a look. Right, so he's going for it. And he's blitzing. really do with him staying on his feet, which is fine. He's managed to push that money. So let's have a look at what we can do. Now, ironically, a lot of my players are tied up. There is no point, but at least it is an opportunity. Right, let's see whether we can put him down. No, we can't. Stay there. Oh, let's see whether he can put him down. So that's a good old 3 dice. That's what we like. He will follow up. Another tackle zone. Let's see whether we can do anything here. A push. A push will do. He's going to stay. Straight onto the subs bench. I just can't break that armour. He is in trouble. There's just a lot of people around there. Let's have a look. So we have blitzed. So I think we'll do some good old-fashioned 2 dice. Let's see whether or not we can break some armour. He's stunned, which is better than nothing, but that still is not as good as a removal. We will follow just to try and keep our eyes on the prize, and we'll see whether or not we can actually get another stun. So we've got 3 stunned in the middle. I think we will have a little run around, and then they are going to try and push that guy out. So there we go. Now that's what we wanted. A good bit of death. He's not used the Apo. 2-minute turns doesn't give you a lot of time to have a think, but we have started the killing. And I have found this with Khemri, that you'll have a few turns when nothing seems to go right. Then fingers crossed, with the 1992 Royal Rumble, we will see things go correctly at some point. Right. Well, not very surprisingly, I'm going to go for the push. He's pushing me up there. He's left his gutter runner. Oh, he's knocked out Colonel Mustafa. Oh, of course. What am I doing? I was checking to see whether I actually had an Apo available. That's quite nice. A quick turnover. So, what do we need? Well, the first thing we need to do is to bash him into the floor. I think he'll stay there, so he's still got a tackle zone. And we'll see whether we can deal with him. And if we can, stun is good. We like the stun. And then we'll move the blitzer up to cover. There is still this gutter runner loitering at the back, and gutter runners being gutter runners, they can prove quite annoying, so I'll follow up there. And put another tackle zone on him. I'll pop him there. And I've only got the one substitute, so I think we'll leave it there. As you can see, a normal team could probably move as far into the opposition half in 1 or 2 turns. It's taken me 5 to get there. I think Khemri are possibly one of the most ominous teams. As soon as you've got some SPP, the last thing you want to do is be playing a team with 4 strength 5 people without a nega trait. So they do have decay, which is a massive disadvantage, but what is he going for? Oh, he is going for the push. Right, so we really need to put him on his arse, which we have done. Now, let's not mess about. You won't see this very often, the cutscene for a Khemri scoring. The throw ra is where it is mainly going to appear, like on an undead team. Quite often it's the ghouls that suck up those SPP. Essentially with the Khemri team, your throw ra has got sure hands. He's the one most likely to have the ball, and therefore he's the one most likely to score. And if he's got his hands on it, you don't necessarily want anybody else touching it. Now, the slightly controversial. So what we have is we've got a wide boat formation. I think it's not as deep as it could be. It's not as deep as I'd like it, but you have to trade in a bit of security with the fact that they won't get through. We've got an extra re-roll, which I think takes us to 4. Yes, it does. So now it's just a case of seeing whether or not they can punch through or not. They've run out of re-rolls, so anything like a fumble would be doing me a big favour at the moment. Sure hands. Never good when it's the opposition that has it. Horned storm vermin. Block, horns. Very nice, slightly jealous. But then again, when your team has 6 mighty blows, you know exactly what you're going for. Now they have just opened me up completely, and that's making me think that the 2 middle mummies perhaps should have been 1 more square in. So let's have a look. Right, I'll take that. Is he going to use the Apo? No, he isn't. I think I will throw one of my skeletons forward to get a tackle zone. I think I will also drop and it's just a case of waiting it out, seeing whether or not he can punch through. He's dropped his storm vermin into the middle, which means at least he's not going to be helping with those big blocks. If he can't escape with that thrower, I will be quite happy. It's one of these annoying things with Blood Bowl 2, the AI thinking. Blood Bowl 3 doesn't seem to suffer from that at all, but we will wait and see in next month in September when it comes out. So the AI has been thinking about this for a whole minute. Let's have a look. It's going to make me wait, isn't it? It's the kind of player that is just sitting there thinking, I've scored, he's going to make me suffer. Maybe I'll get into trouble with the misses and be forced to turn it off. Just, there are some people that do seem to enjoy winding the clock down a bit too much. And that is not the most exciting of first moves, but never mind. Right, let me just move that slightly. I think he is going to run out of time. That would seem to be the way that it's heading. Is he going to do a last minute? There we go. Now, he is being cheeky. So it seems to build up the move. Outrageous. As my son would say, I think he's a hacker. I thought I'd got away with it as well. So he's using the ball carrier to block. That is absolutely fine. Quite like that. Now he has no players in our half. Right, so let's just hit somebody. No, that worked. That's quite nice, shall we? Oh, this is silly. We've got the rerolls, might as well. No, I think that will about do. Let's see whether we can punch him. And then I think we'll finish there. Half an hour. Sorry, one turn, and then half left. They are starting with the ball. And yes, I'm not sure that against a human opponent the thrower would have attacked with his ball carrier. We can but wait and see. So hopefully you can tell that I do now have a bit of a soft spot for the Tomb Kings, the Khemri team as they were known. I think in Blood Bowl 2020 it is Tomb Kings. You'll have to forgive me, I've just done a full shift at the local hospital where I work, and coming home and trying to be assertive. Right, there we go. End of the first half. We've got an injured, a dead, and a KO'd. So here's half time. We are leaving the field of play. We are coming back, aren't we? So it's KO. Oh, slightly disappointing. We will escape through it, and as I said, I think that we will do that. And we'll pull these back just to try and prevent them from tying us up. A little bit deep. Blitzer our kicks. One adjacent square for them, which they've not taken advantage of. So what I have to do as Khemri is simply, in footballing terms, park the bus. If I can keep them in their own half, that would be the best tactic, so that there's no way that they can break through. If I can take out a couple of their players without exploding all over the pitch, that would be good as well. So what are we doing? is re-rolling. Using it so early, little bit disappointing that he did use it so early. I'm not sure. He's one down. He needs to equalise at least. The big Skaven throwers and associated line rats. Oh, he's injured Hulk Hogan. Sorry, Hulk Hogan, who has regenerated. That's what we like. Now, a Khemri team which begins to lose players is a Khemri team that contains a lot of holes. He stunned one as well. Right, so I'm going to try and push them slightly. We'll send one mummy up there to cause some chaos. Bring the throw rod back. Right. So, a couple of them are down. No stuns. Nothing too exciting. They're one player down, as are we at the moment, because they injured Hulk Hogan. So we have to wait and see what they have in store for us. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and it's something that we can get up from, but you never know. Khemri are, I think they're a little bit like halflings, goblins. They're not as funny to play, which is why a lot of people don't play them. Once again, apologies for being tired and doing this, but I quite enjoy them because the challenge of attempting to position, and as I was saying earlier on, NilByMouth is a very good coach, and the idea of attempting to hold his Skaven team, which is a 1300 point Skaven team, I believe, without a rat ogre. So it's simply going to be a lot of speed, a lot of dodge. He will have 5 single skills and a double, so I imagine he will have at least a couple of blodging. Gosh, I am sorry about this on the wobbly camera. Now, oh, clock's run out, so they will get all their moves in now. Quite glad I left that blitzer over on the left hand flank. Now, this is where playing Skaven becomes a bit like the Street Monty card game. So he's sent one of the rats down my left flank, another down my right flank, the rat ogre towards the left and another gutter runner towards the right. I've got no tackle, so this could prove quite painful. So let's have a think. He needs to stand up. He needs to go there. I don't want to get drawn into some bizarre... I think I'll stay, to be honest. That we like. I think that means he's now got 9 on the pitch. Let's see whether he can do something exciting. I'll move him up there. Keep that as a stay. A little bit weaker over here, so I'll move him over a bit, and just stunned. That's another tackle zone. We have a couple of slightly more deep set of the undead ready to attempt to stop the Skaven onslaught, but we've seen a little bit earlier on that these Skaven aren't afraid of blitzing with their gutter runners, so it could all get quite messy. Come on, I'm just hoping they don't save it for the end of the turn again. I'm doing this during the evening, which means the quicker this game is over, the better things are. It's going to wait till the end of the turn again, isn't it? So what do we have? So they have 3, 6, 9 on the pitch. And I believe... so I've got 10. I'm thinking of buying at least one more skeleton just for that fouling feeling towards the end of the first half, because if you can get a numerical advantage as Khemri, it does make a difference, because people move around and try and avoid basing the mummies. Let's have a look. So we've got 6 SPP, 8 SPP, 14 SPP and 15 SPP. So in the next match, Ted DiBiase and Ric Flair, I will be attempting to get them. Oh, the Texas Tornado is only 1 touchdown away as well. So let's see what they've got. They've got a POW, that's for sure, and that's not necessarily something I'm a big fan of. Right, now if I can push through here, that will be, oh, 1 more KO and a couple that have to make dodge rolls if they're going to move. I think we'll re-roll that one. That is quite nice, really. Let's see if we can get anything here. Right. So he's going to stay. Right, so he is staying. Moving next to the ball carrier. I think we'll leave it there. AI opponents are so much simpler though than human. A lot of the humans that I play I do chat to, as you might have seen in some of the other videos. I'm still trying to work out how to get that to work on Twitch, but it does put a whole new aspect to it. Laughing with each other, taking the mickey out of each other's dice, everybody wincing when people die, and recently I played my first tabletop game of Blood Bowl 2020. Very, very, very good actually. I do enjoy it. It is completely different, but by playing this you do get an idea of what's going on, the blocking, the actual dice results. It's changed slightly. Maybe Blood Bowl 3 will make that slightly simpler, but we shall have to wait and see. Now they are simply holding out, aren't they? Right. Right. We do like that. Right, so I'm going to see, oh, if we can get that POW. Right, so these three as well. I don't think we'll go for it. That would be asking for trouble. Let's see. Would have been too much to ask for. Now they are running quite low of players, which we like. Nice. Now you can probably see that this is the slow inexorable, I think that's the right word, march towards the end. We've managed to get them to drop the ball. I mean, there is a chance with, you know, gutter run 9. It's just simply disgusting that he could jump up, pick up the ball, run all the way round, score. So yeah, if he was a normal player, he would have jumped up, picked up the ball, and at least got away from that mummy if he was a human player. Ooh. Right. So what we will attempt to do is flatten the gutter runner again. Follow you up. Right, so we've moved up. Our last line of defence is this solitary, regenerating, throwing, sure hands blocking thrower. So hopefully he won't be called into action. But as I said, the movement of gutter runners is simply disgusting. They do need it. But if they manage to get a decent turn of speed on, it's just gross. Come on, Blood Bowl 2, you can do it. You can do this. Hopefully, at least when Blood Bowl 3 comes out, there will be less of these awkward silences. Oh dear. This is where it could all unravel. So... he's still alive. Now. So he's going there. He is going to go there. He is going to I knew that I'd end up retreating at some point. We've got 2 turns left. Let's see whether or not we can get some more people into play. Is that marvellous pure moment in a Blood Bowl match when there are no rerolls, so any mistake is an instant turnover. Right, there we go. Let's see what he's got. I'm just hoping it doesn't make me wait for 2 minutes before showing me. Right. Gets a bit nerve-wracking at this point. I'm holding on to a 1-0 lead. The most I've ever scored in a match with Khemri is 2, and that was only once. So there is this whole anxiety level with Khemri that with Wood Elves, AV7 across the board, when you get powed, your heart is always in your mouth. And with Khemri, it's pretty much the same. It's this little chap. Oh, that is a beautiful thing. Right, so I'm doing this for my peace of mind. Right, that we like. Stunned, right. So that is about everything that we needed to do. Ball is loose, it's got 1 turn. I've stunned that one. And I think, to be honest, that is, as my son would say, GG. So, good game. The game is essentially over. He has no players that can go and pick that ball up and get it anywhere near the touchdown zone, touchdown line, touchdown area. So, let's see, let's hope I've not spoken too soon. Right, so there you have it. If I was playing a normal game, I would have attempted to get some more SPP, potentially do a bit more fouling if it wasn't a league game. There we go, 21 armour breaks and 1 touchdown compared to 3 armour breaks, and 1 of them is dead. So, I hope you enjoyed that. This is something that I'll be reliving against NilByMouth, but human opponents, as we all know, are a lot more challenging than the AI. I hope you've enjoyed this, learned something. I'm a little bit embarrassed to share with you my love of the Khemri, but I've got a beautiful team. It's Punga, Sons of Anubis team. Can't wait to get that painted. And you never know, I might see you at a tournament soon. Thanks for joining, and I will catch you very soon. Take care. Bye. I better work out how to turn this recording off. That'd be a start, wouldn't it? Thanks again.